Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through, the 2013 adventure. Yeah. Legacy of the Crystal Shard. And we are also drawing a substantial amount of material. Man, I should have got this stuff out beforehand. From the recent release from Wizards of the Coast, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. If you are intending on playing Rime of the Frost Maiden at some point, this session will likely have a lot of spoilers for it, so proceed with caution. Assuming that you either have had Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden spoiled for you, or you don't care about spoilers, well then, welcome, and let me introduce you to the stars of our campaign here. Guys, I'll go left to right. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we've got Darren.
Darren here. I'm playing Trin, who is level 5 Gnoll Thief, still level 5.
It's outrageous. I played precisely 6 sessions and I am still 5th level. What is going on? This game is bullshit.
It's tedious now.
Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John and I'm playing Falkrel Hawkfriend. He is a half-sylvan elf, ranger of Solinar. Well, level 7 ranger, he is a falconer, and a specialty priest of Solinar, which is called a ranger, so ranger.
Spy versus Spy fans out there. Then last but or Spies Like Us, not Spy versus Spy. Last but certainly not least is Andrew.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Kola Hammerstone, a level 7 dwarven specialty priest of Clangeddon.
Nice. Now, guys, last time it was a month ago, a little more than a month ago, maybe a month and a half. We had our last session. I had took the opportunity to review it this morning, but I am curious what you guys remember. Let me move us down to a battle mat here. Well, now that's just darn peculiar. Look how big Falcaril is. Huh.
Yes, I do remember that part.
So what happened last time, guys?
Where are we? Oh, there we are. Found you.
Oh, sorry, I can shift ping here. There you go. Oh, and we'll put Grim on the DM's layer here.
I recall us in... Okay. Oh, man. So...
It's overwhelming.
It's a lot. So we after the Remirez and Cola's disappearance and return, we made our way into these other tunnels.
After the Remirez was the name of my Led Zeppelin cover band in high school.
And we made our way into these other tunnels, the direction from which the dwarves had come. Made camp in we tried to rest in a no we didn't. We went and found a room with a spear in a giant weapon in the ice. Falkrel decided in his infinite wisdom, let's go touch that.
I was protecting my party members from a potentially cursed object.
Sure. And you didn't want to maybe let the priest maybe detect evil and good on it first. I don't know. Something like that. So he went and touched it, and he became big, which is cool. Except we don't know how to make him unbig, or if this is permanent or not. That's great. Or whether this is cursed. No clue. We'll find out. Should be fun.
It's also got that, boy, I don't know if he's feeling cold or whatnot, but there certainly is a bit of a bluish cast to his complexion.
Great.
I don't remember that part.
And then we snuck around a corner, found a couple of other...
Snuck is a hard word because Falkrel big.
Well, yeah, I snuck in quotes. Bumped into a couple other Duergar. I think we quickly dealt with the two of them, but others had escaped. Others left. We don't know if they were aware of us or not.
Yeah.
And then we went around a corner. There's some rather thick spider webs between us and the next passageway over. And that is precisely the location that we thought would be. Oh no, we thought about staying there and making camp there, and then thought, and came back to this room where we found the spear, or the giant sword thing. And I think we're thinking about trying to rest here.
Yes, I think I set up some snares with like loose weaponry to make noise if somebody came through.
Was that last session where Cola went to heaven as well?
2 sessions ago?
Yeah, I
Or
don't
was that
think-
all in the last session? It was a big
That was
lot.
last
session.
I think. Yeah.
Did
So
you guys
what-
not play in between there?
No, we haven't played
No.
since. So then,
Yeah. So
Damn it!
the-
So I didn't miss.
No?
I was totally trying to screw you guys. Like, you can deal with the Duergar, and I'll just come back.
No.
nope. One thing I do require though, Cola, is because I
Yeah.
forgot to mention this last time. Would you kindly remove that ring from your character sheet?
I think you did mention that.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Which ring?
The
ring
one
of mud.
yes, the ring of mud is gone.
Oh. Okay. That is good to know. Oh, you must have said it because it's no longer on my character
Oh,
sheet.
great. Okay. Hey, Kev from a month and a half ago. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Kev.
So then, so broadly speaking, where you guys find yourself right now is underneath the glacier in the Caves of Hunger. And one of the ways you still have one gnollish vampire that you have not dealt with yet. And they're... Now, did you kill or did you run from that big Remoraz?
Queen Mother
Definitely ran.
Yes.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, the tunnel caved in behind us.
Yep.
And it stopped trying
Yeah.
to follow us.
Oh,
we jumped
right.
down.
It caved it in.
Yeah, we jumped down. We're freaking out.
Yeah.
Kolo suddenly appeared in all his dwarfy glory, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we skedaddled down a tunnel. It tried to dig after us, and we got
Yeah.
trapped here.
So we're kind of trapped on this end
Oh,
for
boy.
now.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened with what's her name, the Dryad,
No.
and we don't know of any other way out of the Caves of Hunger. So
Yeah, because
it's-
everything that touched the Remoraz was bursting into flames.
yeah. So probably she's not our biggest fan right now, even if we were to find her. So it's kind of go to the Duergar strongholds and try to find a way out there, hoping. And if not, well then, this is where we meet our end.
Okay.
Oh, we take them over. I mean, there's that option too.
So, what would you guys like to do next? I think we're picking up with you guys trying to bed down in here. Anything else to add from anyone? And it brings us back up to speed.
I think so.
Okay. So then, let's do this.
Don't like it.
Let's see. Go. All right, we're gonna check and see how things go for today. Okay.
Well, we need a weather check.
No, don't invoke the weather down here. It's all bad.
All right, guys. So you have elected to sleep where that cursed spear was located. So bold choice.
In for a penny for a pound.
Yeah, we know full well that we are humped either way. Like this is a choice between bad options. So
Okay.
But the Falcon will say, if I'm going to turn into a frost giant, at least I can speak the language.
Okay.
anyway,
So then, why don't you guys give us a 1D 3 roll. First one I see is 1 all. Okay, 2. All right, so Falcarol. I can't remember. Does a ranger have the detect noise ability?
Detect.
I know that you get a
noise.
handful
No.
of thief abilities. Okay. What is your wisdom?
My wisdom is decent. It is a 16.
16. Okay. I really do need to run the classic, TSR Marvel superheroes for you, where the adjective is the actual stat. Your stats go from feeble, typical, good, excellent, remarkable, incredible, amazing, monstrous, unearthly, Shift X, Shift Y, Shift Z, Class 1000, Class 2000, or Class 3000, Class 5000, and beyond.
Those last ones actual.
Yeah, those are actual in the advanced set.
Just use numbers.
Well, there are numbers that correspond to each of those, but it's, that's what the nomenclature you use. There's a couple more modern games that try and play up that thing, the same idea, but it was pretty iconic for the time. Okay, the rest, Falcarol, that you take, tell us what's going through your mind as you're on watch for your allies.
Well, he is trying to reconcile his choice with picking up the spear, with, it's obviously put him in more danger. And he's just trying to think through steps he can take if, things get worse. Because we're stuck underground with a bunch of Duergar running around, and their axes really hurt. Like, really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And he's almost completely tapped out of his magic, so his connection with the god feels a little weak at the moment.
Okay.
So tenuous is a good word.
Okay. All right. So I think, that's, I guess, what, what's going on while you're on watch. Cole and Trin's tucked in the corner as I think someone else mentioned this in chat or on a comment on the channel, but like Trin's almost like the rescue dog. He's the rescue Knoll. So he's like sleeping in the corner away from everyone where he knows he's safe. It really makes sense. Now let's see here. So what happens is Falcarol, unfortunately, it seems like your senses are a little off from where they usually are. So it is unfortunately just at the last minute where you hear someone say something. Let me get the token I need here. In the right layer? Yeah. Hold on. Let's see here. Get them in light. Is this the right one I need? No. Give me a sec here. The wrong. Okay. Oh, Fang Dragon. Cool. I can make use of that. Just kidding.
After facing that in PF2, nah.
Yeah.
I was actually telling friends in the lead up to that, like, oh man, I gotta fight a Fang Dragon tonight. I said, it could be, and they're like, oh man. I was like, well, it could be worse. We're using Pathfinder 2. We could be using AD&D 2nd edition.
Let's see.
One dragon we fought up north that, that was bad enough.
Yeah. I mean, we also didn't have a very big party with this. I feel like I feel like a dragon AD&D, you have to have
6 people.
Six people to make that like survivable.
Yeah.
Instant
Okay.
resist cold or fire or whatever you're fighting. Because you're going to die.
Yeah, preparation is key there. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you guys did to Kev a month and a half ago, but
Don't listen to him. He's crazy.
did he have something in mind for you guys? Oh my goodness. All right. So what you can hear is a voice first. And I think I forgot to load something.
Soulmed in the chat's going, Falcon and his rescue squad. Birds, jetties, now no.
Very true. Hey, Saul. What is going on? I know Saul was... I'm not sure if Saul's fully caught up in the campaign or not. I know that they were working on getting caught up on it. If you are, well, welcome. I mean, really, if you are or you're not, you're still welcome. It's just...
It's kind of funny because my bird is a rescue falcon.
Yeah, that's an asshole. That's why he's such a jerk. All right, I do have something. Did I load it? Yes, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had loaded these images all in. It turns out, wow, Kev from a month ago may have had a chip on his shoulder about you guys. He certainly was not doing the work necessary for the session. So, Kev, mixed bag, buddy. Mixed bag. What you guys hear is this shout. And Cola, why don't you give us a D10 roll, please? You're awake. You, I think, were mindful of the potential for Dvergar, and this is a heavily accented or strange accented dwarvish language. And what appears is a dwarf-sized Dvergar who looks like this. Yeah! And Falcarol, unfortunately, you do not have much time. Can you give us a save versus breath weapon, but you're going to take a -4 because you are surprised?
Ooh, fun. -4. I just barely failed.
You guys have 3 points of Astonishing Fortune. Do you want to spend Astonishing Fortune re-roll?
Odds aren't good with that one. I still think I'll take it, though, just because
Okay.
I'm not at full health, so.
Okay.
I made
Nice.
it.
Okay, so you'll take half damage from this. What
this guy
happens
looks
is
badass.
there is a brilliant flash as his axe hurls forward. It carries up like an electric charge that then discharges in. And, oh, you know what? You have to roll one more time because it reflects back. So give us one more save. Someone else pointed that out. With a lightning bolt, you got to make 2 saves, and you take the worst of the 2 if it
Oh, so he's
reflects
actually
back.
lightning bolt. Okay, that's fun. Come on. Nope.
Okay. Now, technically, you would be entitled to one more because you did spend Astonishing Fortune, and you're
Okay.
rolling both. So go ahead and give us one more.
We get thanks Brandon for my first experience with a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. There you go. Okay, so it is half damage you're taking from this. That is 9 points of electricity damage. Fortunately, Cola, you are not hit by this, but then this thing moves. And another steps forward. Or another appears. And then what happens? Somewhere Will is getting a chill because I'm picking up a new book. Let's see here. go. This is where sleeping in the corner is going to be a beneficial thing. So, let me draw a quick line here for you. A shape. Nope, I don't need that. I need a line. Oh, wrong color. It's doing it anyway. Fucking thing. What appears is a blazing wall of fire. And let's see here. Would Falcarel and Cola each give us a 2d4 roll, please?
Well, 20 just can't make up its mind with me.
So, Cola, you take 5 points of fire damage, a nice pleasant waking. And Falcor, you take 7 points of fire damage. Trin, you're actually immune on that side of the wall.
Oh.
Now,
Does I'm assuming DR does not apply?
not against spell damage, no.
Okay.
All right. And with that, you actually lose a track of the... you lose track of where they are because you cannot see past the blazing fire. This is the face that you very briefly saw, though. Let me give you... there we go. There we go. Look at this charmer. Also dwarf-sized, not giant-sized.
That's lovely.
So, guys, let's decide what you're doing with your round, and then we'll roll some initiative. Trin, would you give us a D10 roll as well? Let's just see if you're surprised.
10.
Not
4.
surprised. No, you're ready to spring into action as well. All right. So, guys, everyone decide what you're doing with your round?
I have a question.
Of course.
The increase to size, does that affect my move speed if I'm just moving, or all that? Or...
No, it's you have your regular move speed.
Okay.
Because it's, you know...
I mean, like, initiative turn, like...
Oh, yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
And that's a 7, right?
You take a penalty of... what is it here? Yeah, it's something... Yeah, it's a weird bit of... Because your size has an impact on your initiative for creatures. It's just... It doesn't... Because it's not assumed you're using that speed factor thing. It's never included in the spell. So actually, I haven't. Every time we've enlarged someone, I haven't ever thought about that. But really, what we should be doing is applying a penalty to their initiative.
Yeah, I think the only the most recent enlarges have actually kicked them up a size category, though.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, fair enough. 6.
So 6. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then, everyone, have we rolled for initiative yet?
We have not.
Oh, I thought that. Sorry, I thought the D10 was a roll.
No,
for
no,
initiative.
D10 was
My
just
bad.
for a surprise to see if Trinket.
Right.
So everyone's acting this round, then, guys. Darren will be rolling in a moment here, but let's see. Watch Darren beat my 3.
Or not.
Oh well,
Or not.
Darren. You know, I've seen better.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So then, first up, they're doing something. The Dvergar are doing something insidious. Trin, you're up first. So you look up and you can see it. You can see this thing shimmering in front of you. There's a 20-foot high wall of fire that just fills this chamber. And you can see on like vaguely on the other side, your friends are all like reacting from it the way you would expect. There's no heat coming for you.
Okay. And is it giving off any sort of smell? Is it blocking my sense of smell?
I don't. Oh, yeah. I mean, the smell of burning dwarf is probably
That's the only
overpowering.
smell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kola has a lot of beard, or should I say, had a lot of beard. And he had just finished growing it back after immolating himself about a couple of weeks back. So, I think
the white, yeah.
But what I'll let you do though is, what are you trying to sense?
Well, because I can't see too well, I was trying to ascertain whether these evil dwarf Drago have come up and the other side of the fire, so I could get behind them.
Just give us a wisdom check. Let's see if you can. Okay. This won't be an automatic thing because of the eau de flambe dwarf. Not one. Okay, you're fairly confident that they have retreated. Their scent is less pronounced, and you can. I mean, they have a very pronounced stink. When your diet is exclusively like seasoned mushrooms and stuff, you tend to perspire a very specific odor. So that's what you can spot. You still could do a move if you like.
I'm a bit trapped at the moment, so I'm just going to sort of draw weapons and hold my ground.
Okay.
Wait there.
All right. Next up would be Kola. Kola, would you give us a 2d4 roll, please? You take 4 more fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move away so I'm not like right in the darned. Actually, why don't I move further away from the damn fire?
Okay.
And then what beard is left?
Just FYI, is that as far as you can move, including your standing? Because you would have been prone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Right. I was prone. So where was I? I was over here?
Yeah.
So half my movement to stand. So I think
I can tell you the heat is less severe the further away. This may be self-evident, but it is less severe the further away from the wall you are.
Right. Yeah. So okay. If I have to take out, so I think I can only then move like in one more step if I have to get up. Right.
Okay.
I'll move there.
Okay.
Which is right in the line of fire, which is so great.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Great. And then I'm going to say a prayer, and my beard will start to glow.
I have bad news for you. You took damage this round, so you lose.
Oh right. I can't. So I lose the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the heat is as intense where you've moved as where you were. Just FYI. All right, Falcarol, give us a 2d4 roll. Only 2 points this time. Okay.
Yeah, it's because narratively speaking, it knows what I'm doing. So
okay, what are you doing?
Standing up.
Okay.
And moving away from the fire and trying to squeeze through this opening up here.
Okay.
And peeking my head in there. Just make sure it's not trapped. And I got my weapon, but that's it.
Then it is. Oof. You hear once again. And would Kola and Falcarol kindly give us a save versus breath weapon, and I'm going to give you a minus. I'm going to give you a -4 on it again because you can't see the source.
I was hoping they couldn't see us either, but oh well. Stupid Duergar. Nat 1.
Nat 1. Okay, 2 points of Astonishing Fortune left. I know I was teasing you on Wednesday about making use of it, but like that's what it's there for. You know?
Yeah.
Now suddenly we're trigger shy.
Yeah, like I don't want anyone to be that resource is there. We should be ending every session with no Astonishing Fortune left. So
made it.
There you go. All right, so each of you taking half damage. So Kola, you take 10 points of damage. Good thing. 10 points of lightning, and Falcarol, 8 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Okay. Then
where's Wayne?
It is. Let's see here. This is what happens when a game gets my full attention, is I get to make really fun adversaries.
Well, I mean, fun.
Fuck you, Kev. Phone it in from now on. All right. So then, guys, that brings us to the end of, and you can see, through the haze of this Trin, that Cola is just like, smoldering and trying to get away from the flames. Falkar staggered up and he slammed himself against that gap and is trying to like wedge himself through. Then, what I want you guys to quickly note right now, too, for Falkar and for Cola, what do you think you have on you at this moment, and what would have been left on the ground? Because we do have saves versus fire for items. So, that is the end of round 1.
Great.
We're on to round 2. Now, it is... Darren, we thank you for your assistance with the initiative and your willingness to share that responsibility with others. So, everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then, fucking hell. John, would you beat my 1, please? Okay. So, something might be happening behind the wall of fire.
Oh, man, this is gonna... Adding math here.
All right. So Cola and Trin, you guys are up first. Cola, I need you to give us another 2d10 roll, please.
2d10?
I'm sorry, 2d4. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Like, oh my God, Kevin.
All that
I'm
coal.
sorry for whatever I did.
You remember when I told you against carrying all that coal on you? Well, it's all caught fire now.
God.
Okay, 6 more fire damage.
Okay, I think in terms of things that would be on the ground, I mean, Cola actually.
No, we can deal with it. I just want you to make us a note of it. We'll deal with it after the remnants.
Okay.
Once you guys, if you guys survive this, then we'll deal with that issue. So what are you doing?
I'm running full kilt, so I believe that allows me to double my movement. So that would be 8 squares for me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, I'd like you to give us a dex
5, 6
check just to get through. Normally, there's no issue with moving through, but like that is a relatively narrow gap and a large size guy.
I gotta get between his legs.
Yeah. Falkar, are you trying to wedge yourself through? Oh, you're not. 16 is not, so.
Is it?
I really hope I don't take damage.
You will be taking damage.
I thought I would be getting away. From at least the fire, at least, so.
You will be taking damage this round.
So for the
I do not.
is it a dexterity check?
A dex check, please. Yeah.
Okay.
So just a dex or less on a d20.
Oof.
So you slam into Falkar, who seems to be trying to do something and is not making his way through. And you're like, get out of the way! You still feel the blazing heat. Then, Trin, what are you doing?
I'm still holding. I'm waiting for this fire to go down, or for these guys to appear in this cavern, and then I'll try and backstab them, I think.
Okay. Then it is... So, Falkar, would you give us a 2d4 roll, please? Or, hold on. Yeah, 2d4.
Thought I was far enough away. Great. Well...
6 points into fire damage. What do you lose?
Well, I was going to cast Dispel Magic, but...
Shit. Okay.
I was trying to get away far enough that I didn't think I could get through the tunnel, so...
No. If you'd asked, I could have told you. So...
Here's what it is.
Yeah, all right. So you get away. You start trying to gesture and cast our first Dispel Magic in the game. And unfortunately, the pain has caused you to fail to miscast.
We're dead.
Guys, there is nothing else that happens on the other end. That brings us to the end of round 3. Two. Round 3. All right, Andrew. Once everyone makes up their mind and decides what they want to do with their round, now just because you failed your dex check last time does not mean that you're going to fail. You can't get through. You can try again. Get your knee out of the way. And then, Andrew, would you beat my 4?
Ugh.
I appreciate the spirit of generosity you guys have given everybody a chance to roll initiative. All right, nothing else is happening on my end.
I'm interesting.
Trin, what are you doing?
Interesting.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the fire to go. I've got my weapon ready, so I'm just on hold, really.
Okay. Where is... Oh, that's why I had that out. Okay, hold on. I'm ticking down the duration of the spell.
Or, wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot.
Well, if you're going through the wall, you might as well move on my initiative, because...
Well, I can't. Moving is moving. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
can't.
trying to wedge yourself through, John, because of your size, it's going to take your full action.
I know.
Oh, is that
Right,
why
like
you're
I
only going
can't
12 then?
Because I'm a large size. We talked
Oh,
about-
right. Okay, because of the thing. Yeah. Sorry. I don't think it's only other actions. Moving doesn't add +6.
Oh,
Like I don't modify. It's only attacks that are slower.
that's what I was asking. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
For
well,
large
that might
size.
make this a little bit simpler then.
Sorry, John. I should have been clear on that.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
it's when you're making attacks, that's when that's changed. Your spells are still at the regular speed. Your movement's still at the regular speed.
Oh, I thought it was everything was.
No, it's only attacks that, like, when I move a large-sized creature in AD&D, like, there's no penalty for them to move. It's just when they attack it, they, you know.
Okay, it's good to know.
It's got that Hollywood giant effect, you know. So then, Cola and Falkrel, you guys are up first. Falkrel, why don't you give us a dex check to just wedge yourself through there. Come on.
Less than 17.
I'll try to shove and encourage.
Oh, actually, and Falkrel, both of you guys do take damage this round as well, too. So you argue me through Falkrel, but it's a 2d4 damage? First? No, so Cola, with it free, you can fit through there.
Oh, I don't need to roll. Okay.
What you do need to roll is damage, though.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So you get through. Oof,
Roll
ouchers.
20. I'm not happy with you today.
Okay. Okay. So then.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I'm like press
great.
myself up against the wall, trying to get out of their line of sight.
Okay. And Trin. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for this fire to, but I'm still sniffing at the air, and I'm trying to detect if these guys are coming up this corridor.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm holding out.
What you can, you cannot smell them getting any closer. You can hear a low.
Well, we're dead.
And
So they're
saying
still in the corridor, are they?
a little further back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then, guys, unless there's anything else happening, that brings us to the end of round 3. We're on to round 4. And Darren, we're back to you again. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then watch as Darren beats my 6. Yeah, there you go.
Kevin, from this vantage point, okay, question about how a spell works, because I'm not, or actually, no, I'm going to just look it up, because why would I ask you that? I can just look up the
Okay.
damn thing. That makes way more sense.
I like that initiative.
Oh, wow. I was more that, do I have line of sight, or what, to the flames, is my...
From where you are, you do, yeah. Although, if you're not, like, Falkrel has slammed himself in the corner, so he's broken the line of sight to the wall. If you put your head out, you're still going to take damage. It won't be as much, but, like, the heat is that bad from this thing. It radiates out.
Oh.
What are you trying to do?
I realized that I also have prepared a Dispel Magic, but based on what my reading of the rules, I don't think we can cast that on this effect.
There should be like an area to spell option.
Yep.
No, it says has a chance to remove spells and spell-like effects, including from device effects and innate abilities from creatures or objects. There is no creature or object that is causing this that we can see. Second, it can disrupt the casting or use of these in an area of effect at the instant that the spell is cast, but it's already been cast. We can't interrupt the casting of it any longer. And third, it may destroy magical potions. I don't think the spell magic is of any use of us to us here.
I would fit this under the first category.
From creatures
but again,
or
the trouble
objects?
is, like, even from where you are, you're still taking a bit of damage, so it would disrupt. Unfortunately, you don't seem to be able to get far enough away to avoid taking damage.
I can still feel the heat.
Yeah, and you've seen, like, maybe what you're, like, you might start enchanting something, and Falcro could be like, don't! Because he lost his Dispel Magic trying to do that, right?
Yeah, fair.
From where I currently am I not going to take damage?
You're not taking damage, but you can't see the wall from where you are.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're completely free of the heat.
Okay.
So, Cola, you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm moving here, and that's all I'm doing.
All right. Then it is, let's see here. Trin's turn. What are you doing, Trin?
Yeah, same again. Just holding, waiting.
Give us a wisdom check.
react.
There's been a change in scent.
Oh, wisdom, okay. What is my wisdom? 40.
Nice. So, there's a scent. I'm trying to think if you've smelled this before. It's almost like a wet leather odor. And you can hear the sound of, like, on the top of the sound of the dull roar of the wall of fire. There's the sound of like leather bending, like sort of like the creaking that comes from old leather or tendons or something like that. Then it is, let's see here, Falcro. What are you in, Falcro? You got a spell in mind?
Yes.
Nice.
It's pretty much the only one I can cast at this point. Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be holding on to it, and then maybe next round peek out and throw it. But just now I'm casting it.
I think that as soon as you peek your head around the corner, you would take damage and it would disrupt it.
Well, I haven't peeked out yet, and maybe somebody will come in before then. But I'm casting the spell now and not doing.
Okay, no,
with
yeah,
it.
that's fine. I just like your character would be aware of, especially having lost that Dispel Magic.
Oh. Well, there's nothing else I can do. 0.
Okay. Let's see here.
We are in a hole, and
In a hole.
All right. Then it is Trin's. So, guys, this is going to last for at least another minute. Is there anything that you guys are going to do? Falcor, are you going to poke your head around the corner?
I think he would the next round. Just a quick look over.
Let's do this. Give us a wisdom check, Falcor.
At this point, he's just panicking. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about as good as you can get, right on the money. So you summon the Solinar's arrow, and then you're thinking of going out, and then you stop for just a second, and you can see that the 2 bits of ice that made that narrow gap that you push your way through, it's fucking flowing like a waterfall. It's just melting away in the heat that's there, and you can, when you look across at Kola, it's that highway in the summer thing, and there's just shimmering heat that you can see across that area. You can still feel it as well too. It's not painful, but like if you put yourself out there, you can recall what happened with your Dispel Magic.
Okay, so don't do it.
Okay, what's the duration of Spiritual Weapon?
It's a round per level, so I've got 8 rounds of it.
8 rounds of it left. Okay, so then you have, by the time that the as suddenly as it appeared, the wall disappears, and all the lights go out in here once again. You know, the Trin. I'm guessing you've lit a torch at some point.
I haven't yet. I've got that helmet on. And
oh, right. Yeah.
I'm using my senses
Okay.
to basically detect when they come in the room. I'm going to try and put it on quick and,
You know what the real crime is here? Is that I have not drawn a picture of a gnoll with a teeny tiny miner's hat on yet. That's really the tragedy here. I know you guys have taken a lot of damage and whatnot. That's really unfortunate, but, you know. So when this suddenly comes to an end, you still have 2 more rounds left in your spiritual weapon, Falcro.
Okay, cool.
What would you guys... Yeah, and we don't need to be in initiative. You'll see momentarily why we don't need to.
Peek around the corner and see what's going on.
So what you can see is... Wasn't that open a moment ago?
You mean a tunnel?
Yeah.
Is it closed?
Completely sealed off with webbing.
How did the flames, or how did the webbing survive the flames?
Probably did it after.
The webbing is further back. It's back over here.
And presumably, I mean, and it was, we know it's pretty obvious it was magical flames, so there's no reason to think that the magic couldn't have forced the heat in one direction but not the other.
Well, when you guys, I mean, I'm not sure if either of you haven't mentioned it, but you know, you didn't see Trin at all.
Yeah, I'm
right?
immediately going, can you see Trin? Is he there?
And you can see Trin he doesn't look like he's been singed at all.
Lucky Noel.
And he's got fur.
Well, you do too, but not anymore.
So
I have a majestic beard. There's a difference.
I'm gonna move out and think we're in a really bad spot here.
okay. Now, I mentioned that I wanted you guys to bear in mind, Trin, you were actually in a position where they couldn't see you, so you have not been affected by anything. Your gear is not affected by this. But Falcro and Cola, think of any gear that would have not been on your person, that would have been like for you making camp or whatnot, bed rolls, whatever that stuff might be. And we're just going to go through and see what state it's in now.
Yeah, I was on watch, so I had most of my combat gear with me, but...
Yep.
Yeah, I think
So
I would have
it's just
had-
like your backpack and whatever the contents
yeah,
would be there, Falcro, and then your bedroll.
Yeah, bedroll and my climbing gear. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm traveling real light.
So climbing gear. John, give us a D10 roll, please. Or sorry, D10. No, D20. D20. Gee, now I'm making you automatically fail it.
14.
Okay, your rope is intact.
Okay.
Give us another D20 roll.
11.
Your the pitons and crampons and whatnot, all that stuff is intact.
Okay.
Give us a roll for your backpack.
Nat
Intact.
20.
Yep,
It's a
as
fireproof
well.
backpack.
Nice, yeah, singed and whatnot. And then your bedroll.
Oh no, the bedroll
Completely
is
gone. Completely gone. Is there anything else that would be loose that you think would be...
Well, I've got my armor, my weapons, my boots are on me, my outfit's on me.
You know, before we went
I
live, we
got-
were talking about the halberd. Why don't you give us a roll for that?
The magic halberd?
Yeah. It doesn't have a magical bonus, does it? It's just a speed enchantment?
No, it's got a magic.
Does it have plus something?
Let's see. It's a +3 halberd of speed.
Plus 3, okay. So go ahead and give us a d20 roll. It's good that you've got that enchantment on there. Because that would have been a fail. So the halberd is intact, a little singed, but it's okay. Anything else that would have been on the ground?
We'll check it.
Sure. What about food? How much food do you have? Or is that
I've
in like
got-
a bag of holding? I can't
It
remember.
would have
If
been in the backpack, so I don't know if.
You will have to roll separately for it.
Okay, well, sure.
Okay, so hold on.
I don't think we have a backpack.
That would be then.
I don't think we have a bag of holding in this game.
No. Oh no, I guess you guys don't. Here, go ahead and give us a roll. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Any
So big
paper?
loss.
Is there any paper on you? Any scrolls or anything like
I
that?
am not a wizard, sir.
Okay. I mean, pre-scrolls exist in the game too.
Yeah, I don't have any
I
of
just can't
those.
remember if we introduced any. Okay, so then that's your gear. So your gear actually came out pretty good for this. Sucks about your bedroll, but otherwise okay. Cola.
Yeah.
You want to start with a
I
bedroll
was
and then work our
sleeping.
way down, or what?
Yeah, pretty much, because I was sleeping, so I wouldn't have had much.
Okay.
I guess my question would be, I have no idea. Are we wearing armor sleeping in this cave? Because like we're pretty sure that this cave is not in any way safe.
Your armor would be on you. Yeah.
I don't think I would have taken that. I would have been sleeping with at least
because
one weapon.
armor is such a. You guys do have a lot of encounters in the evening, and the game is such that you kind of need your armor to balance out, properly.
Yeah.
We've allowed people to sleep in armor.
Okay.
However realistic that might be or not.
I think we increased our resting times a little bit to account for it. So,
So give us
okay,
a
so then-
D20 roll then, Andrew, for
For the bedroll.
Yeah. that is torch.
My food.
Okay, give a D20. Oh, is there 16? Yeah,
That's a
your food is
16.
okay.
In the backpack, I would have had
Oh,
a few
the backpack?
wax candles.
Give us a roll for the backpack.
Yep.
Backpack
It's
is okay.
gone. Oh, I'm rolling low.
You want to roll high.
Well, then my backpack's not okay.
different items have different
Well, no,
values.
yeah, each item has a different save
okay.
against the magical fire.
Okay. So then inside the backpack, I had a lantern, some candles, holy oil, and another 3 vials of regular oil. And
Oh, give us a save for that oil.
You better roll high on that one, bro, because
Yeah.
everything else is burnt.
Okay, so that there was lantern oil in there.
Yep. That's gonna make everything worse.
Yeah, what else is in there?
So
the
as I said,
food-
I have some candles. I have a lantern. My pitons, climbing gear.
Ish. Okay, so the candles for sure are gone because the unfortunately the oil cooked off.
Yep.
Give us a second roll for the food and a second roll for the backpack then. So for the food first here.
Oops.
You go, food is still okay, and then the backpack.
Well, the backpack I think is torched. Oh no, it survived the
No,
first time.
backpack is okay. So it burned a bunch of shit, but that was a dwarven-made backpack, so it is okay. All right, so then
Climbing gear and pitons and
yep,
stuff.
give us the rope. Give us a roll. That rope
I
is
don't actually
gone.
think. Yeah.
Yep, and then the pitons, they are okay. Oh no, but give us a second roll because of the fucking oil. Yep, they're okay. So they're salvageable, but the rope is gone.
I would love to be able to say that Cola, trying to stay warm, was wearing his Craig Cat cloak. Because I would hate to have to lose it
Yeah.
again, but I will roll if that
Oh,
is
boy.
if it is unreasonable. Let's roll.
It's leather, so like go ahead and give us a roll.
Let's roll. It'll have to be 2 rolls.
Oh my god!
We have a point of astonishing fortune left.
I'm not re-rolling that. We need astonishing fortune for important things.
2 burned Crag Cat cloaks.
I have to go kill another Craig Cat. That's I don't know why I'm mispronouncing the word.
Anything else that would be left
I
behind?
mean, I had a silvered battle axe, my throwing battle axe, my new battle axe of Clangadin. I don't know if I would have been sleeping with my weapons.
The battle axe
so-
of Clangadin, I'm assuming you had on your person. The throwing axe, where do you see Cola?
I would have had that attached to the backpack and stuff. I would not have been sleeping with all my weapons because I'll stab myself in my sleep.
Yeah. The
So-
Boba Fett.
It's where I wear heavy armor.
Okay, so give us
It's all on me.
a D20 roll for this. Will be for the throwing axe. It's fine, and then the silvered axe. Also fine.
Oh, Okay.
So they're a little singed, but and in spite of losing all that oil, not as bad as it could have been, and the food is still intact. Did we roll for your water skins for you guys?
Oh no.
No. I've been casting create food and water
Okay.
though, so we're okay with that.
You're good. Well, you need something to store that shit in, right? For the water. Mm-hmm. So
16.
yep. So both of you guys, your water skins are okay. All right, that was near miss there too, Cole. Like, it's the whole outside is charred for it, but it's not destroyed.
All right, I'm more upset about the cloak.
Yeah, yeah.
Second one, and that one was Lex's.
Oh
He
shit!
gave it to me.
Gosh,
He's not going to be happy.
that's
with
why you
me.
can't have nice things.
Nope.
All right, so then, guys, what are you going to do next?
I think we need to get out of this cave.
So this webbing, we're guessing it's magical. Can we see through it, the webbing?
No, it's
Is it that
it's
thick?
sealed. Yeah, it's that thick. Someone's sprayed in. It's very similar to what you guys saw at the end of the corridor.
So we know it's a similar thing to what we saw before. So we know that's where it come from before.
Talk on him.
Yeah.
Move. Crap. So, if it's that thick, now that my first question is, do they? Well, and I don't know Duragar that well, but my first question is, did they seal that off? And assuming that, because they didn't necessarily know that there was little nooks and crannies for us to hide in, was their assumption that they set the flame, because they didn't come in to deal with us at all. Was the assumption perhaps that they flood the room with this fire and then seal us in and either burn or choke to death, and they figure they've done what they needed to do?
Well,
Yeah.
they set up the webs before and got through them again, so they'll be back.
Right. I guess what I'm asking, what I'm thinking, what I'm trying to think about, and obviously we have no way of knowing for sure, but what I'm speculating here is perhaps they expect to find dead bodies in here when they return. What I mean is, like, if there's a way for us to cut through these webs, maybe there's a chance for us to make an escape now.
Can we still
don't
hear
have
them? Can we still hear them the other side of the webs laughing or?
You cannot.
Okay. 'Cause he's pretty good.
Cockrell says, go ahead and check to see if you can cut through. He's gonna look at the walls to see if maybe the fire had revealed any kind of weakness that we might be able to break through.
Now that there's no ice on the walls anymore.
Oh, there's ice. Aren't we in a glacier?
So, Cole, you start striding up towards there. Would you give us? You have a history check, right?
I believe so. I have religion.
Religion. Give us a religion check,
Oh, okay.
please. Okay, nice. Success. Bear with me 1 second here.
Happy to try to cut it with my axe.
Do
Why
not
does-
use a magic weapon. Try something small first.
Oh, I'll be using the throwing knife.
I'm just impressed
Dragon's
that
not gonna
after
let me-
having your asses so handily kicked, you guys are happily cutting through to try and force another encounter. That's some bold decision making.
I don't know that a spider web could trigger, like, or that they'd be keenly aware of any disturbance of it. I don't know spiders. I'm saying that I will, I accept that what Kola is doing is probably not smart. I know that. I don't think he knows that.
Wisdom check.
Where did we get to in our overnight sleep? Is this right in the middle or
Yeah, this is like barely an
just
hour.
started?
Yeah.
Yeah, just started. Okay.
So you're making your way over there, Kola, and you may recall that Laudiger is the goddess of the Dvergar. Her symbol is a broken arrow or a broken crossbow bolt. I'm telling them. Her names go by the Exile, or the other things. The Exile, the Harsh, the Taskmaster, the Slave Driver, the Grey Protector, and the Master of Crafts. One of the things that makes fighting the Dvergar so insidious is their prevalence or their prevalent use of not only ambushes but ingenious traps.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so perhaps I think what in the cinematic narrative here, what would probably happen is that Kola steps up to it, and he takes not the Clangeddon axe because he knows that Clangeddon would kill him if he used it for such a mundane purpose. But he takes out one of the throwing axes and he's like inches away from it, and then he pauses, and you see his eyes shift quickly, and he just slowly pulls back and turns around the Falcro and says, perhaps best to wait a bit and not disturb this. And I explain Laudiger's tendencies and what she's known for, what they're known for.
What Trin can tell you as well, that he was able to... All right, sweetie. He was able to see clearly through from the far side of the wall.
What?
Like, you guys couldn't see past the wall of fire. He could.
Oh.
He could see you guys flee. So if he could see you from that side...
Then I would
have known we went.
So
back
they
there.
think that they've basically caught. So they don't think they've killed us. They think they've captured some new slaves, or whatever.
I'm wondering how long this webbing lasts. I mean, would your guys have any understanding if this is magical webbing?
We are divine casters. That reeks of arcane.
Yeah.
No clue. The most I would be able to do would be, or what we would be able to do would be but we would need time to rest to change the spell.
Kola may be able to dispel it, right?
It looks pretty physical to me.
Well,
I could try, but
see if there's another way out of here.
Well, the other question is, do we want to keep a barrier between us and them? For now, at least, temporarily.
if they didn't think that they've killed us and they thought that they've captured us, then either way, for now, they might think that the problem is dealt with. And that they'll know if I suspect they'll know if we try to get out, which may get them coming quicker. For now, if they don't see any disturbance, they might leave well enough alone. My point being, it might allow us, ironically, being captured might give us the time to rest that trying to get out won't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If this is sort of the night time and they've just trapped us in here and left us while they do whatever else they're doing, maybe it gives us time to maybe rest.
But they could be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Falcro shakes his head and says, I need much rest and time to prepare my spells. We do not have that much time.
Yeah. I have some limited healing available, but then I'm out. We don't know what's coming, but I mean, I could. I've got a cure light. I have one cure moderate and a cure serious.
Well,
without using the ring, which was definitely 100% on my finger at the time we were attacked.
don't take those off.
There's no way that's coming off. That's underneath the gauntlet. That is
Yep.
on there. Good.
So with the amount of heat that was going through the room, is there any place in the wall that looks weaker than before?
Unfortunately,
if
it's the center. Like, it's such a strange manifestation. The middle looks almost like the melted bowl, like you saw with the Remoraz in the area. The heat. This region around here, that is, it's a little slicker, and you're able to push yourself through more easily there because the intense heat has melted a little bit of it.
It reminds me, the spear was sticking up through the floor. Is the floor possibly weaker, like where it was?
As far as you can tell, it's still solid.
AKA John, this is a bit meta. AKA, there is no other map to use, so we have nowhere to go.
Yeah, we've been playing Theater of the Mind for months now in Night Below. I'm happy to transition to that.
Fair. I could try to dispel the webbing. I don't know if it'll actually work. That's fine. I mean, the spell is there. It's going to be used or it's not going to be used. But we don't know if that will, in fact, just alert them. But the other big question, lads, even if that works, where are we to go? The way we came back is blocked, and it's going to take us a lot longer to dig our way through that ice, if that's even possible, than it would for these fellas to come and find us again. The only other way we know of is to go straight forward into them, in the front door.
Well, that's basically what I'm saying.
I mean, that's bold, but to what end?
But what I'm saying is, I think you've got more chance of sitting out here than just going straight back into them. At least there's a small chance that they won't come back before we've managed to rest or something. Otherwise, we're basically taking that chance away completely. We're just going straight back into the...
Valkyrie will say, even if I get rest, it'll take me many hours to ready my spells.
I think with their predilection towards traps, I think that they have triggered theirs, or they think they have triggered theirs, and they think they've got three little rabbits in their rabbit trap.
Well, they do.
Well, but they're right. I'm saying that they're going to, like, I don't think they're going to wait long to come in and make use of those and take us elsewhere, likely in chains. If they wanted us dead, they would have stayed and made sure that we were dead. So either they want to know what we're doing down here and they want information out of us, or they're going to put us to work, or when they find out we don't know anything and we are useless, then they'll kill us.
Cockrell says, I've been a prisoner of the dwarves once. I do not think being a prisoner of the Duergar would be better.
No, it most decidedly would not.
I will die first.
Yes, you probably will. My uncle... Go ahead.
Ian Falco's going to start walking along the walls and kicking them to see if he can find a weak spot.
Okay.
My next question would be, would you rather they clear that trap to come in and finish us off, or we try and get out of it then? That'd be my next question.
I mean...
Because I know what I'd rather.
Taking the more active action and dying on one's feet is certainly better than dying in chains.
Balqueral's a hunter. He knows a trap when he's in one, and he doesn't want to be in here anymore.
Okay. Well, Trin would rather wait it out, but he's happy to go with the...
Sure, great.
Majority,
make
obviously.
the deciding vote, why don't you? Okay. So I know that this is a trap. I don't know anything about the integrity of these webs or whether or not my magic would work, or if I can cut my way out. I'm nervous about that. I suspect they'll be back quickly.
If you want to
I can't get around the
volunteer-
fact that no matter what we do, we're screwed here. Like, so I'm leaning towards I would
Ladies
rather
and gentlemen,
take the chance.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards I would rather take my chances and if I'm going to die, I would rather die doing something about it than waiting to be killed. Because I don't think, like, when my uncle captured me, there was use to me. He kept me alive. That's as corrupted as my kin were. as my family was. They saw use in someone, and they would make use of that person. Durgar, they're just evil.
Oh.
There's no rationality to their thinking. There's no reasoning.
I won't go
with
into
them.
the details of what Dvergar are said to do physically, mentally, spiritually to dwarven captives, but suffice it to say, it's not good.
No. Kola definitely. I'm getting jittery. I don't want to sit around waiting to see what will happen to me. So I'd almost rather take the chance, but we don't know what else is going to be beyond there.
So is a decision made? Are we cutting ourselves out?
I vote in favor of cutting ourselves out.
Okay. Well, I'll take the front then. Falkor will whip out his one of his knives and see if he can cut
Hold
through the
on.
webbing.
Okay.
Hold on.
One of his cheap ones in case it gets stuck.
I will do. Hold on, because we got to do something about this first. Roll 2d4 plus 3. You're worse off than me.
Oh, nice roll. Thank you.
Oh, good
And
healing.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a cure light. I think that's not really effective anymore in actually restoring hit points. I'll save it for like bringing someone back from falling, and I'll use the final cure serious on myself.
Okay.
2d8.
And I'm out of potions. I got no healing. Like out.
Well, and this is it for me. Okay, 9. All right.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. No, I do have 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
And then that's it. As I said, I'll keep the last cure light in case
I'm gonna use
someone
one.
falls.
Just
And
the
I have no
whole
potions,
thing.
so
Okay.
Well, I've got
it's that or
one
the
left,
ring.
so.
Because I've still got. I mean, I have 10 charges on the ring, so I do have a couple access to cure lights. I could do up to 5 cure lights through that if we needed. And a resurrection, even if it came down to it. But
Yeah, but Resurrection's gonna put you on your rear end for a week.
yes, and I can't use it on myself.
Okay. So Falcro, you are the one who is.
Yep. Taking a knife in my free hand and just trying to cut through.
Okay. So you push your way forward into here. You're gonna have to sort of like bend down and crawl your way in. Place your dagger in, and this shit is tough. Every part of your knife that isn't attached, it's getting stuck to it in that, that way that spider webs do. The filaments are just sticky as shit, but they're strong too. So it's an effort to start carving your way through. But you can see it beginning to start to go away. You get down a little further and you realize it's going to take a couple of efforts to carve these away by layers. It's around when you get to the middle where something triggers. Now, because of your size, because of the corridor, there's going to be a focus here. Give us 2 saves versus spell.
Okay. If it helps, Falcor will place himself in front of whatever blast is coming to spare his allies.
Okay.
Any penalties?
No, they're not going to be affected by whatever's happening here.
Fail.
Okay, so that's all we need.
And okay.
Yeah.
Both fail.
Unfortunately, you take the worst of the 2 here because of where you are. All right.
I think I got healed.
So one thing that happens is it sounds like a, honestly, like a bomb going off. There's a explosion of sulfuric fire and force that leaves you, Falcor, you cannot hear, and 24 points of damage from a glyph. Too late. As it cuts through, you can recognize the divine magic, and you are rocked by this thing. Fortunately, it also destroys what remains of the thing. So you guys hear this go off, and Falcarol is looking quite bad. What do you guys do?
And he's like rubbing his ears. Am I deaf?
Yes.
And obviously everyone else is going to have heard that as well.
Well, yep. So at this point, we're committed to this plan. So Falcaro, move.
Oh,
You can't hear.
I'm gonna start shoving.
Yeah. Turning so Falcarol gestures, well, tell us, John, what does he do to communicate? Let's do this, actually. Hold on. We're way past our mid-session break right now. Anna's making a bunch of noise. Let's take our mid-session break right now. You can consider what you guys are going to do next. Then we'll come back and see what happens next. Okay? So back in 5 minutes.
Oh, this is another fine mess.
You've got us into.
Hey.
Oh no, that's how it goes. I mean, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, fair. I mean, honestly, we're pretty screwed no matter what. So I think this today was like definitely a no win scenario.
Oh yeah, it was always going to be that.
Yeah, I definitely don't like it down here.
No. Nope. Should have tried our luck with the what's his face? That the ancient one locked in the ice.
Oh,
Whoever gave dwarves arcane magic was just, a big. Not in second edition. Really don't know where we're going to go from here. Do we want to run to the caved in thing and see if we can dig our way out? Maybe the Dwargars already did that for us.
can have a look. Don't do any harm to have a look, I don't think.
Well, if we go that way and they come up behind us, we're pinned.
Well, we are either way, I think, to be honest. There was only one tunnel, sort of, the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, guys. It's actually quite nice out, and Anna Banana did not want to come back inside. No, don't you jump up. Over here. Good girl. She's looking at my pile of AD&D books and thinking, I can jump on those. Yeah. No, you cannot. All right, so then, guys, Falkirl has just been subject to a point-blank detonation by some kind of trap, magical trap left by the Dvergar. What happens next here? So, Falkirl, or Kola, you were tapping on his back. Falkirl, what do you do?
He turns around slowly and looks at Kola, points at his ears, and just can't hear.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll try to gesture like you behind me, and I'll go forward and try to rearrange us here. And I will try to sneak and look around, take a quick look around the corner.
So, Falkirl, you currently have a 20% chance to miscast any spell with a verbal component.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you get down, Kola, and what you can see is what you can see there. There is, to your right, there's that structure, the remnants of that structure that you had seen before near where you fought those other Dvergar. No sign of them, though.
Is there an
And I know
opening
that this is the direction we had come in, right?
That's right,
Like when we entered and as far as we knew, that is still collapsed. And there's only one other way to go, is this way. Okay. I'll keep moving this way.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't really checked to see if we can get how bad the cave-in was over here. That is worth considering.
Yeah, I think you guys just took it as a happy coincidence. Put something between you and the Rimaraz.
Yeah, I mean, they're trapped as well, so they might have considered trying to clear it. You know, if there isn't another way out for them as well, they might have done, but...
Do you want to take...
Kola and
I can go and have a quick look while you continue and just sort of run down there.
We can hold the fort here, and like I can go around the corner.
Yeah, while they're sort of creeping down the corridor in that direction, I should just sort of run down in the other direction.
Like I'll hold here.
Okay.
I can't remember how far down it was. The blockage.
Scream loudly, because I can't hear you.
What?
Well, not too loudly.
How far down was the cave-in?
You have to keep going.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just... Yeah, it was round this corner. And then it was coming up here, wasn't it?
There it is.
And it's obviously still there.
Still there, still collapsed in. I don't think Trin has any proficiencies relating to mining or any experience with it, but Cola might have, just having grown up around the stuff, might give you a, give you a sense.
Does it look like anyone's attempted to sort of do anything or interfere with it in any way?
It looks like exactly as it was when it collapsed.
Okay, I shall run back.
Okay, so while that's going on, Cola and Falcor, what were you guys doing? Were you just staying where you were, or were you?
I mean, I think so. I don't want to get too separated for too long.
Okay.
Falcon will just be looking at the remnants of this building because he's looking for like a bolt hole or something, like a way in, but I doubt he sees anything.
Nothing you can sell, no. This has been down here for thousands of years, so.
Doors? Last time we just walked right through them, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just ramp up, right?
Yeah, it's a ramp up.
Oh, okay.
And there's those statues. If you had Grim here, he could tell you the name of the wizards. Remember, he recognized the wizard of that really great history check. What are you guys doing? So Trin comes back. What do you have to say?
I shall tell Cola that it looks like it's exactly as it was when it first caved in. No sign of anyone trying to clear it, but I can't tell how bad it is.
Okay.
I can tell you, Cola, again, like whatever faults the Dvergar have, they're as gifted miners as what the dwarves are. And turning your picks to ice is, in comparison to stone and metal, complete piece of piss. So they certainly would have the capability and likely have the tools to do so if they chose to.
Probably not a priority for them yet. All right. I will go a little bit further up.
Okay.
And we'll look around this corner.
Oof. You're moving into that square, eh?
I mean, I don't have any other squares to move into again.
Okay.
I know darn well where this is likely leading.
So where you can see is there is blood, to bloodstains from where Falcrol had taken down those two other Dvergar, or at least he had faced them. No sign of them whatsoever.
Okay. Move up to this fountain.
Okay, stop right there. And would you give us a save versus magic, please?
Like, spell or like
Sorry, versus
magic?
spell, yeah.
Okay.
Do you wish to spend a point of astonishing fortune?
One left.
Okay. One more.
Okay.
Nope.
Are you kidding me? Oh
It
my!
was meant to happen. Whatever is about to happen.
27
fours.
points of damage. Cola
I'm
is
out.
thrown back 5 feet, unconscious,
Oops. Wait.
as another
No.
of those things go off. You're at -2 right now.
Yeah.
Good thing I saved a potion then, isn't it?
Okay.
So I'll immediately go forward and try to give him
Okay.
a sip.
Okay. So then, let's hear. What is your constitution, Cola?
14.
14. Okay, so that's +1. Do you have the healing proficiency, Falcrol?
I do, yes.
Okay, so +3, +4, +9, -1, so plus 6. Cola, would you give us a 1d20 plus 6 roll and then a d6 roll, please? So 1d20 plus 6 and then a d6. 13. Oof. Critically wounded. You die unless healed within 1 day.
Oh, there goes the last part of the healing potion then.
Okay. So you're up to 1 hit point. Give us a d6 roll.
You got a 6.
Cola.
I got a 6.
No,
Unless you're
another
saying
one.
for
I need another
one.
d6 roll from you.
Oh.
5 of your teeth are knocked out.
Great.
So he looks up. He's got missing teeth. What happened? What happened?
What happened?
And unfortunately, you can't hear anything either.
Great.
So the two of you are talking to each other, and you realize you can't hear what Cole is saying in response. His lips are moving. Cola, I wouldn't know one way or the other, but you recognize him grabbing his ears. You know, you can tell that he must be experiencing what you've experienced.
I turn to look at Trin. Trin, it looks like you're in charge.
Trin's blind in the dark, and I've got a couple of defos.
So
I've got my light on now, but yeah.
Should we try to dig ourselves out? I'd rather fight in an enclosed space than go further.
Huh?
Not talking to... What?
What was back? There was that other corridor back here, wasn't there? That was
That was a hidey hole.
Oh, that's the one we come out of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we haven't traveled that. Okay.
We are not in a good position, guys.
Have we ever, from this situation, have we been able to see these, what are they, glyphs or whatever? Have we had any way of detecting any sort of shimmering or smell or anything?
A thief certainly would know to look for the telltale signs. Anyone who's not a thief, unless they're using a specific magic spell, it would be invisible to them. A clever thief, though, who could detect traps, most assuredly.
And it also takes a very long time to search every square, just so you know.
Oh yeah. And is it per square, or is it 10 foot, or is it what?
Yeah, like you do slow down, and then I make a roll for you for the squares that you're.
If you come across something, yeah.
I actually don't know why I've been so turned around this whole time. I was like, well, Falcor's not really in a great spot, and I forgot, wait, no, that's his other AD&D character who's cross-listed, and I completely forgot what class Trin is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's super squishy, that's the thing, but
right now,
yeah, for looking
all of
for
us are
traps.
super squishy.
Yeah. No, but I think that's probably why you did it. But yeah, I'll
Start slowing down.
yeah, I shall slow down and sniffing at the air, looking at the changes of colour in the sort of ice and.
What is your chance? I mean, what you're aware of is the type of. This is a relatively common way of like divine casters for them to secure things. And it requires the use of a specific type of like magical material to cast it. So it's something you can keep an eye out for. And if you spot it, you can be aware that, oh, that's there. It doesn't mean you can disarm it necessarily, but at least you would be aware.
Avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not great at finding removing traps because he hasn't had a lot of experience. He's only got 25%.
25%, okay. So, what do you guys wish to do? I will make the necessary rolls for you as, assuming you're taking your time to go square by square.
And is that staircase the only way up there?
Staircase, that's actually down because you come up the one
down,
side. Yeah, that is right.
But
Yeah,
could you climb down
easily.
sort of down there rather than the stairs? Because I'd have said that the stairs were more likely to be trapped. So he's going to check there before trying to climb down to the next level.
Looks free to you.
Okay.
I'm going ahead of Cola because he has a healing left, and I don't. So,
Well, I mean, do you want to use that? Do you want to use your ring before I continue?
What?
I sort of.
and it's over.
No, I should go back and I'll point at the ring. And
Yeah,
the
'cause
wounds.
Cole's looking pretty bad. Like his mouth has got a bunch of blood in
Yeah.
it. He is sort of
'Cause
like
he talked about it before, so.
feeling around. You're missing a bunch of teeth.
Yeah, I've only got access to a cure light of my own, plus a couple from the ring. But I mean, having
So the ring doesn't have a verbal component. There's no chance of miscasting with that. The other ones, if it has a verbal component, there's a 20% chance of the spell going off wrong.
okay, it's only 2 charges to use a cure light, so I'll use 2 charges from the ring just
Is
to
there
bring
anything
myself.
in the ring that cures deafness?
I have restoration, and I have 10 charges, which is what that takes. But I can only do 1.
Cure
and then the
deafness
ring
blindness
empty.
is a 3rd level priest spell, incidentally.
Well, that's great. I'll have to remember that when I'm doing my spells next. If I get the opportunity to do so and I'm not captured.
Well, this may not be permanent, so hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll last. I think you do better with the health at the moment.
I think for at 1 hit point, I think I would do better with. But we're both. Oh my god, guys! Like, what are we doing here?
I want to
will
dig a
point
hole
out-
out of here.
Even in more modern fair, things, blindness, deafness is a permanent thing in Pathfinder 1 even.
So, Falcor, you're saying you'd rather go back the way we came and try to dig our way back into the grove?
Yes.
I'm kind of thinking the same because right now we've encountered trap after trap after trap. We know that the last time we were up here, there were webs around this corner. And for all we know, it is extremely likely that we're going to have another trap to encounter in there, and that's if we detect it. None of us will survive another blast like that, and we don't have the ability to heal ourselves if we do. And we're making a lot of noise. We know they're coming. I'd rather be making noise heading in a direction that we
All
at
I
least
would
know that there's a
say
way
is the last cave-in took us 2 days to dig out.
out. Well, no.
So if you
The last cave-in took us almost no time to dig out, but the problem
well, it
was
took
we
us
lacked
2 days to
something.
try and dig out, and then the mud
we-
ring.
Yeah, but we don't have
Finish.
access to a mud ring this time.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So if you was worried about sleeping and waiting to get spells back, digging out a tunnel was going to take. Well,
Yeah, but like again, if we trigger a single trap down here, all 3 of us are dead.
And if we make it to the grove, we might be able to.
Assuming
outta
the
here.
grove is still intact. But at
I'm
least-
just going by your theory before that they're going to
Yeah.
come and get us.
Yeah, I agree.
That they're going to come and get us.
Yeah, Falco's looking at it this way, just narratively speaking. If we go forward and fight the Dugar, best case scenario, we get captured and in prison. He's not willing to do that. He will die first. He'd rather die digging his way out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to go down there, but I'm just sort of going back to our previous discussion. That was all.
Yeah, no, I take the point, and I agree. I think Cola is starting to realize though that this option, like dying on one's feet is one thing. Dying to a dastardly
So
dishonorable.
did you say
trap
dying
is
with one teeth?
Dying with one teeth.
Don't worry,
Dying to a dishonorable trap.
make sure you pick him back up.
It's not pronouncing very well at the moment.
I'll grab my teeth from the
Yeah,
floor.
he's missing teeth and he's deaf, so he can't hear himself. And
And now that his beard is totally white too because of the transformation, like he just looks like he's ancient now and half dead. So I don't know. I think, but the other reason why I think going the other way is if there's any chance at all of us digging a hole enough to get out. I don't think the Grove survived, but the benefit of being on that side is that at least we know that through the Caves of Hunger that there is a way out. We don't know anything about what's going on here. For all we know, this could just go further down and down and down and down.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh no, that's definitely the case.
Okay. Oh shit! I guess those indigo herbs are gone now too. I just noticed them on my character sheet.
Which
They'd be
indigo
gone.
herbs?
I had indigo herbs that I had found, I don't know how long ago, but they would have been in the backpack. They were on a separate note. They're gone now. So I'm going to use the ring for one charge.
You can make a
Cure
save.
Light.
Like, you know, this is why 20s are on dice. Why don't you give us a 2d20 roll? Like, did you use them, or are you saying that they burned up?
Oh, the herbs. I'm assuming they would have burned up.
Yeah, give them a roll. I mean, there's a really good chance of that happening, but you never know. Give us a 2d20 roll.
All right.
No, they're for sure. For sure. Gone. But, you know, if you'd rolled 2 20s, then they would have survived.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If we do dig our way out, we're gonna need Trin to like be our spot and listen and see if somebody's coming.
So if you go back down that corridor, I've already been all the way to the end, so we sort of know it. Hopefully it's safe, unless I just accidentally missed a trap or something.
I am going to use the ring to cast a Cure Light on Kola, so that I'm not like on death's door here.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's only a D8.
It appears that your prayers are falling on.
That's the wrong
deaf
direction.
Ears. Yow!
There we go.
So if you want to move down there, I'll stay. I don't know, sort of at least round the corner and just listen out. And
do you have any like set snares or set traps abilities you could?
No. I mean, he's got really good sense of smell and good hearing. He's got detect noise to the max almost.
Good thing I'm so strong now.
So let me just decide where I want to.
Well, maybe you should go ahead of me then, Falco, if you're so strong.
Yeah, I've got an. Oh, I'm stuck. Here we go.
You had to go touch that damn thing, didn't you?
Oh my god!
Yes.
There's a on Disney Plus. There's a Nat Geo documentary about the guys who saved those kids from that Thai cave that flooded.
Oh god!
And some of that footage is fucking claustrophobic. Holy smokes!
Yeah, I don't have claustrophobia, but I would in that situation.
Oh my goodness! Like it's just. Eesh.
That's the end.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to do it.
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to position myself here. So I'm quite far away. To give you, well, a warning if... I'm going to turn my light off as well. I'm just going to go on my other senses.
So what tools do you have, guys? What do you have for digging yourself out here?
Looking there.
Yeah, I can only offer you a sword and a dagger. So
yeah, I've really only got my my climbing tools. So I'm just thinking, loosen something up, grab a rock, and throw it to the side, and
it's all ice. Remember?
Oh, is it all like flush ice or
just no? It's ice. It's a glacier that's collapsed.
Okay. Like one big solid chunk?
No, like a corridor in a glacier that has collapsed.
Well, I'm trying to think of like, did like it just shear off and I could just solid ice through, or did it just like break apart and fall in the tunnel?
No, it broke apart and all collapsed.
Okay.
It's like a rock fall, just it's all ice.
Okay, so I've got the.
I forgot my coffee. Just one second. I forgot during our break. 1 second.
Yes, I mean that's more chunks of ice. Really.
Sorry about that. I need to be on my toes for this.
So all I've got really is my climbing tools, the hammer, the pitons, the little ice picks, but they're bigger because I'm bigger. Okay. So I can just start to, maybe they're pick size for Kola, and he can just chunk it in, pull it loose, I grab it and move it.
I think the handle would be, think of like the handle scaling up, it would just be really awkward to get your hands around something that would be...
Oh yeah.
Right?
Well, something like that, but just use it to try to get the chunks loose. And
I think Kola's climbing gear survived as well too. Both of your ropes are torch.
Well, my rope survived.
Did your rope survive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is great because they're silk ropes.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm thinking we could, stack them off to the side, maybe create a partial block for anybody coming after us, but enough of a gap
Okay.
that Trin can slip through.
So you guys can both fit to be digging in here. Let me see here. Now, you have yet to sleep for today.
We only got like an hour nap. Well, no, I haven't at all. So.
Yeah, so then I think what's going to happen, guys, is I'm just see what. Oof. Anna says hi. Let's see here.
And Valkyro's he's gonna try to get his mind into like this focused mode of just, this is what he's doing, this is why he's alive. Just
Would you each give
muscle
us
through it.
a Constitution check, please?
No more astonishing fortune.
It's my
All
constitution.
right.
Okay.
This is for
see how
So
long we
only
can-
Cola and Falcon, just the ones who are digging.
Oh,
now. Does my dwarven endurance factor in at all here?
It does not. You've already got a
Okay.
bonus to your Constitution score from being a dwarf, so
Right. Okay.
it is factored in that way. All right.
Just missed it too.
So what you guys get is about 2 hours. You get about 2 hours of digging. Let me just see here. I'm just trying to figure out. There's a surprising amount of math involved in figuring out how far you can go.
Just glad it's ice. Ice is easier to move than stone.
It is, yeah. I'm counting it as softer, so at least you're not trying to dig yourself out from collapse. Oh no, you're not, I mean, and digging through stuff that has collapsed is easier than trying to dig through the solid, wall itself. So let me just do this, guys. You guys do manage to make some progress here. In about a 2 hour period. But then, Cola, you are completely struck by fatigue. So you have -2.
Yeah, -2 to everything.
-2 to like everything right now, and then it's in another 10 minutes of heavy exertion. You will need to make another check, and then potentially can be exhausted.
Yeah, but Cola, let me keep going, and you rest, and then when you're feeling better.
Okay,
Right.
so
It'll take a full 2 hours for me to rest.
you will, full 2 hours, and then you'll no longer be fatigued.
Okay. Because that's -2 to all my ability scores, right?
Yep, and attacks, saves, everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop.
Okay. Then Falcarol, I need another Constitution check at -1 for you, please.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay, you're good.
He digs in and goes.
So for that hour, so in that 2 hour period, you're able to get there. It's actually 2 hours, so I need a second one from you too. You need to make another save, and now this one's at -2.
Oh. If only I
Okay.
had. Oh wait.
It's
So
keeping me
Falcarol's
down.
taking a -2 to his con saves right now. He is making progress. Cola, you're able to go for another hour.
Well, I took a rest to avoid.
This is after your 2 hours. Falcarol kept
okay,
working
okay.
throughout that period.
Isn't it too bad that Kola had chosen a spiritual weapon instead of Rock Burst as his spell because he's got access to that?
Again, guys, it's a glacier. It's ice.
Oh, right. That's not gonna.
But isn't frozen water
No.
crystalline?
No. Okay, I guess I'll try.
It's
as
crystalline
well.
in structure, in an atomic,
Shadow
molecular
works.
sense. It does not transform it into some form of rock.
I'll try for another hour if I'm rested and I can do it
Yeah.
normally.
So
then
you
I'll
guys
try
can both
again.
go. So then, Falcarol is at a
Three now.
-3 on this one, and then it's a flat Constitution check for you, please, Cola. Success for Falcarol. Success for Cola. All right.
Digging
Guys,
deep.
So another 2 hours pass. So you guys have been digging for 6 hours at this point.
Ugh.
We haven't been molested yet. This is weird.
Shh. Why do you encourage him?
He knows.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
guys.
he's looking very intently at his screen too. You know, he's like moving shit.
All right. So, would you guys like to carry on?
Yes, please.
Yes.
2
carry
hours.
on, wayward
So,
son.
actually, I need a second. That was 2 hours, so I need one more check for each of you guys. -1 for Cola, -4 for Falcarol.
Got it.
Sorry, -1 to the Constitution.
Yeah, because it's your second hour of pushing your way.
Right. Okay. I thought you meant like take the roll and then -1 from it. I just want to be sure.
No.
Oh, okay.
Success. All right, guys. So, the last 2 hours, Falcarol is at -5.
5 now, yeah.
Cola's at -2.
Come on, Solinar. Bring me to the surface.
Nice.
Pushing through.
Cola, good. Your last hour of digging. Falcarol's at -6.
No, I'm kind of losing steam
Okay.
now.
And Cola, you would have been at
Yeah,
-4?
3.
-3.
-3 because I hadn't been doing it for each
And he
round,
just
and I
made it.
just barely made it.
All right, so you can recognize the look on Falcarol's face when finally...
That's 7 hours of straight digging.
Yeah.
And Falcarol finally, ugh.
You guys break through. During that whole time, Trin, no sound of anything coming down from that other direction. Now, the smell
That
that
almost makes me more nervous.
hits you when you break through into here, guys, is the stink of char.
Great.
Now, let's see here. I need you guys to give us a 1d5 roll, please.
Each.
Just one. I just need the first one.
Oh,
I don't know if that's good or bad.
you chart up all the trees.
Okay.
Oh no.
So the trees, it looks from your perspective that the whole grove has been reduced to char. Trin, you can hear from your, because you've been listening carefully, you can hear both the sound of sort of the last bit of the cave-in giving way, and you can hear the sort of like, yeah, cheer from Cola. So yeah, that cues you off that they've managed to dig their way through.
A cheer and then a cry from Falcarol.
I shall head down the tunnel.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Falcarol, you are fatigued right now.
He just like stumbles his way in. He's like, no. And he's just making his way towards the tree that he knows the Dryad's in. I can hope.
She's tied to her tree, is she not?
She is. The tree,
Oh, no.
Falcarol's well aware that if the tree dies, the Dryad hosted in it likewise died. And like some of these trees are, I'm not sure whether your characters have witnessed forest fires or not before, but like these things, it's the amount of heat coming from the, what do you call it? From the, there's a weird diffusion going on with your natural lighting here.
Oh, did you see that they added one-way dynamic lighting now?
I did not, no.
It's you can create tiers on like elevation so that if you're high up, you can see down through the wall, but people can't see up through it.
Oh, very cool. I love
It's
it.
very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll check that out then. All right. So, Falcarol, you make your way over to her tree. And it is charred. But there is a blossom poking out from within.
He just kind of like kneels down at the bottom of it and just, offers a prayer to Solinar, thinking that the tree still lives.
The tree still lives. She may be within, but given the devastation that's been wrought here, she may be either healing herself or healing the tree. But her tree, the Dryad's heart tree, it survives.
I turn to Falcarol, like I look at him while at the tree. Is there anything we can do to help her?
know if I'm still deaf or not.
Oh, right. He can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And for that matter, I'm probably still deaf too.
One of the upsides to being in the snow, though, guys, is you could take a dagger and sort of like quickly scratch out words on the ground.
True.
Falco might scratch out the word ring, question mark.
I think at that.
Do either of you guys
Total
have
will
access
try
to
to
third level plant sphere spells?
I absolutely do, but I have no magic. Well, I do have 2 spells that are free, but I can't cast them because they're already
Cola
prepped.
will shake his head at Falcarol. He'll point to the ring and shake his head and kind of scratch right out not for plants.
Yeah.
Because I do note that plant growth is a third level priest spell.
If I'm able to rest here and prep it, I would immediately.
Not safe.
But
I don't think it's safe. We gotta
so
keep
yeah,
moving.
we've seen them go up as far as this way and further out. Up there is death. And these side tunnels, we don't even know what's in these side tunnels because there's 2 other ones.
There was one side tunnel I think that was a dead end.
Well,
And
we didn't
there was
go into
down
that
here.
one. We didn't go into that one, but we went into this one.
Right, but the Duragar were going down into this one, so I don't think that's one we want to go down. Whatever they want down there is.
I think
Grim
that,
very much wanted to go down.
that one went to the things with the eyes and that paralyzed me, and
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
the Dryad said there and there, don't go into those rooms or something.
I think we need to. My vote is north.
You want to go past the big scary guy?
At this point, I'd rather take my chances being scared, because we know that at least leads to a way out, or to a place of like if we can get past him, it's a place of. Well, I don't even know if I can say relative safety anymore.
I'd rather fight
But-
a vampire than Dwargars.
That's the corridor that led to that room where we slept last time, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
Yes.
And they wouldn't come in for some reason. With the iced figure in the wall.
That's true. But now that they know that, like, I have a feeling that having captured us and what they're going to figure out that we escaped sooner than later. I don't think that whatever it was that kept them from that room probably won't be enough this time. They're looking for us now.
I say we go past the abomination in the ice, and
If we can get past him, and then we can find a spot to rest and try to catch our breath. And then I vote we try to make our way completely out of here. We need to regroup and figure out what we're doing before we try to come back in here.
we came down here mostly to take care of Trin's need to help his people, and we've
Right.
dealt with most of it.
Recall, we've had this conversation. That's why we were going up here in the first place.
Yeah, this is
we were
just
looking to get
this
out.
is where we had the last conversation, very similar, and went up the tunnel where the worm was,
Yep.
but come back down again.
intent was to try to find a way to get back up without
That's
going
it,
around Father Limerick or Limerick.
Limerick.
Limerick, not a poem.
No.
Say let's brave the
Okay.
that I do have a protection from evil that I might be able to cast, giving
I
a
also-
certain advantage.
Okay.
I have, I believe I have 2. Hold on, I have at least 1.
So if you guys are going to push on, I do need another Constitution check from Cola and from Falcarol. And Trin, you get to get involved in the fun now because you've been up for almost 24 hours.
So another -1.
Another -1, yeah. Another -1 and -2 from being fatigued. So it's like minus what?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, do I go back to my normal total then -3?
Nope, it all steamrolls forward.
Oh,
Cola's still good to go. Trin is
I'm
pretty exhausted
exhausted.
too. Like having like your attention focused for that long, waiting for something to come and ambush you. Trin is now fatigued. Cola is fine. Falcarol is actually like he stumbles and because he's so big, it seems even more dramatic. Falcarol is exhausted at this point. If you push him in for another 10 minutes, he will collapse and pass out.
God damn it. we're not gonna get away. We have to, like, that means we have to wait here. Or can we get to that room at least?
Falcrel tries to say, no, I'll, and then sort of stumbles and falls once again.
I'm gonna try and use my hiding ability to pick what I think is the best spot to hide, whether it be the charred remains of the woods or one of the corners of one of the caves nearby. Or I'm just trying to get a better idea of where he thinks our best chances
that's
are.
for your judge. Like that's a judgment call that you can make. Your ability to hide is really more a matter of hiding yourself. So anywhere that's dark or unobtrusive, you did seem to hide yourself quite well from the Dvergar when they nuked your allies.
Yeah. Oh no, it's only because the skill says selecting the best hiding place, but
but that's more for yourself.
Okay.
So where are you thinking of hiding?
Let's have a look. What are these charred trees? What sort of cover are they giving now?
The low walls that are still in here and the trees themselves, like this would be as good of a cover. You would need to find like a nook or a cranny somewhere to try and hide. But it's different with so many points of ingress
Entry
here.
in and out,
yeah, like it's difficult to find a place. You could scramble up in the trees, I suppose, but they're pretty burned.
We could, like Falcor can't really do anything but talk to you at the moment, but he says if we do need to rest here, maybe create a false trail so they think we tried to go elsewhere.
Yeah, because I don't think we're really leaving footprints because it's sort of solid ice, isn't it? More than
You had difficulty. You guys were able to track the Dvergar, and you now have effectively a giant traveling with you. So
Yeah, that's
and our ability that we've relied on for so long now to mask those footprints as something else is also gone.
okay. I might go up this corridor.
You definitely still feel, though, there is a different, almost unnatural connection or aspect to the tree that the heart tree where the dryad is. Remember the feeling of serenity that you felt when you guys were in here before? Most of that is gone as you make your way through the burned remains of it. But under this tree, a small measure of solace is still present here.
So yeah, he's basically going to settle down at the base of the tree and just look around and maybe try to put himself behind it so that he's not in direct line of sight. But
yeah, it's difficult.
It's
There's
as good place as any.
Behind suggests there's an absolute direction, and there's just not.
But
here.
mostly from that direction.
Okay. Well, she was actually. This is her heart tree up here.
Oh, hold on.
Or that's where you guys encountered her.
I see a wall. Okay, that's right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Okay. So, Falcrel curls himself up, up against the tree, which looks, compared to his size now, comically kind of small. But Falcrel's, unless you've sort of will yourself to be awake, you drift off almost immediately.
Yeah, he's at this point. Where
Cola?
he's got to rest.
Where are you planning on rushing? You're the only one who isn't exhausted. Trin is.
I gotta stay with the group because I'm not exhausted, but I am not great either.
Yeah.
So I'll take their lead and just kind of stay.
And Trin? So you're currently fatigued, Trin, which means you get -2 to all your skill checks, saves, attacks, damage. What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to see where these walls. The lighting's a bit funny in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened here. I'm seeing this weird, and it's only in this room. Let me do this here. Let me just wonder if I can. Taking away some of these walls will make a difference. At this point, you're not hiding. Oh, wrong one. You guys aren't hiding behind these things, so do this here.
sort of temporary walls in the trees somehow.
Yeah, I got this like straight line right down here. That's
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
weird.
Yeah, and it doesn't show up. It's weird. So some of the stuff you guys have as blocking, it's not actually on the. Yeah, like where yours is blocked right now, Cola. Like there's nothing in dynamic lighting that's blocking that.
Well, now I can see more. So
Yeah, but just to the south there's nothing in dynamic. Yeah, there's nothing in the dynamic lighting layer. Or
Yes.
that's
It's a split.
blocking it.
Anyway,
yeah, it's like there's a dividing line right here.
Yeah, and I don't know where that's like. There's nothing on the
So
dynamic lighting
weird.
layer that relates to
So
that. Weird.
yeah, so all I would say is if we stayed around that area, we've got the wall protecting us from the southwest line of sight wise,
Yeah.
and hoping that they wouldn't go up to the north to the a creature in the wall, because they must fear that as much as we do, I would imagine. And they may just travel to those corridors sort of southeast. So I think if we use these two walls to sort of hide up against as best as possible, I think.
Okay. All right. So then, Falcarel is out cold. Trin, it's not hard for you to drift off pretty quickly because of your fatigue. And then Cola, I guess you would be the one trying to keep watch.
I guess, yeah, because I'm the least
Can we
bad.
try and use some of the foliage that's sort of scattered about from the damage to try and cover Falcor a bit more? Or is it
It's hard. He's so
just-
big now that,
Yeah.
you know, what you would effectively do is just make a giant pile of twigs, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, look at
He's-
that
yeah.
thing, right?
Wake up! You pranked me.
Yeah. Burying him. All right.
Not
so,
dead yet.
Cola, would you give us another Constitution check at -5, I guess, now?
Oof. That did it in.
We're gonna wake up and like, huh? Is that or dead?
So, each of you experiences this alone.
Oh.
But what you can smell, let me change the music to something more sinister and appropriate. Just kidding. Here we go. That's not what I want. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. All right. Each of you, kind of, your eyes flutter, and you awaken. And you're looking up at a brilliant, cloud-free blue sky. And above you are these gorgeous eaves of white blossomed trees that reach gently across, almost like, not cracks, but in a windshield or something like that, or cracks in a pane of glass, but like the sort of natural furrows that come from rainfall on healthy earth. It almost frames the beautiful sky above and the relaxing, warming sensation you get from the heat of the sun. As you look around, you can find yourself in a beautiful and lush garden. You hear a bird cry above you, and you look up, and you can see you are in the midst of a beautifully cultivated garden. Looking around, you can see that there are robed figures, wizards, and strange, unnatural or artificial creations that seem to be working to tend this as well too. There's dozens of them. And the garden itself, the grove, extends out far enough that you can see nothing but trees and beautiful, luscious grass and people, happily, robed figures with small gestures. One young wizard for another young wizard creates an image of some kind of impossible flower. The other wizard grins and gestures, and one even more impressive appears in their hand. They both laugh and exchange their gifts with one another. It is a place of serenity and peace and relaxation. The language they're speaking is foreign to your ears. You can't understand what they're saying. But the feeling of place and comfort is familiar to you. The only thing you find is you can't move because you are anchored in place. Deep roots of yours down into the life-giving and unbelievably fertile earth. But it doesn't trouble you. This is your place. This is your home, your heart, if you will. And with the gentle breezes that come in, you can feel yourself sway back and forth, drinking in the wonderful surroundings, the heat of the sun, and the joy that your presence brings, and those of your fellows standing tall around you. The joy that you bring to the people who come here. You're not sure how long it's been, because you have a strange, maybe it's the dream or maybe it's the state of mind that you find yourself in, but time does not pass in the way that you normally do. And as you guys awaken, you find each of you lightly dappled with white blossoms. You've had a full night's sleep, and each of you has been restored to full hit points. So, restore yourself to full hit points. You still are suffering from whatever other afflictions you may have.
Including exhaustion?
The exhaustion, no. As soon as you sleep, exhaustion or fatigue is gone. The deafness, okay. The missing teeth.
Right.
That stuff is still there.
Just going to grow back.
Yeah. So, as you each come awake, you sort of look at each other, and with a knowing glance, some of the petals have worked their way into Cola's beard. So he's almost, like a shower of, like a flower girl spreading petals at a wedding. It comes from his beard as he stands up and shakes it free. Same thing with Trin, you and your fur. And you can see there are other blossoms that have appeared on the heart tree.
Had me go in there for a second. I thought the blossoms were gone. It's like, no.
No. So, what do you guys do?
So we are still where we were when we went to sleep.
Yep.
But all the trees have
Fully
regrown and...
Nope, none of the trees have regrown. No, unfortunately, when you wake up, you definitely, in the same way that you would recognize the corpse of someone that you knew, you somehow can recognize all of these trees from that vision. These are all, to call them brethren is not really the right word, but it's the most adequate one you can find. And they are all dead.
So all of that was just a dream in that sense. Okay.
More accurately, you feel a memory.
Gonna need about 4 hours to prep spells. Including 2 very important spells that I want to prep.
Just a reminder, I don't know whether Cure Blindness Deafness has a verbal component, but just remember that there is a 20% chance of miscast with anything with verbal. So just maybe plan a core around that. Cola, how long do you need to prep spells?
It's a level 3 spell. Jeez.
Shit. Hold on.
I'm gonna prep 1.
Sorry, there's a lot of spells that I'm down.
Okay. Let me try something here. Turn off. Back on. Nope, still got the same.
That many minutes. So 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 160, 200 minutes. So
3 hours.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
And 20 minutes.
Okay, and 4 hours for Falcarol. So, Trin, what do you wish to do in the time that they are communing with their gods?
So I'm going to write in the ice or whatever that I'm going to go and sort of find a place to hide nearer the tunnels that we've encountered previously, and again listen out and try and be there.
Like in the direction of the Dvergar, where you...
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
on the map I'm going to hide in that sort of corner of the walls there.
Okay.
And listen and smell at the air and try and help them to concentrate.
So the 4 hours does pass uneventfully. No sound of the Remoraz from above, no sound of the Dvergar down the one corridor, no sound of those horrific Nothics to the south. Falcarol and Cola, once you've completed your preparations, do you have any plans for spells?
Yes. First, I'd like to cast Remove Blindness Deafness on myself.
Okay, now does that have a verbal component?
It does.
Okay. So go ahead and just give us a d20 roll. I guess it's 1 to 4. It fails anything higher than that. DC 5, basically. Success. Oh. So it's almost like, like a speaker suddenly coming on, where suddenly your hearing is restored. And I think the first thing you hear is the creaking of the tree above you.
And Cola, did you prep one for yourself?
I'm still figuring out what I'm taking here, but yeah, I'll probably take one for myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So Falco, that is one spell. What else do you have in mind here?
Well, I prepped Plant Growth twice, and I plan to use them both. Both sides of them.
Okay, and it's both focused on the heart tree?
Yeah, what it does is I choose causes vegetation to grow, entwine, and entangled to form a thicket or jungle that actually no, let's
it
not
will
do
have
that.
A different effect on her.
Gotcha.
On her tree,
well,
then.
Basically, one is I'm basically affecting the entire area to kind of like increase growth, and then I'll just focus on her tree.
Sadly, there's no...
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I'll just
There's
dump it
no
into
living
her.
material apart from hers. But if you pump both of them into her, what you find is like first the blackened exterior of it begins to give way to those like perfect white bark that was on there before. It almost flakes away like ash falling away from a tree. And you can also hear it creaking as you're, putting this energy into it, and the blooms themselves begin sort of appearing around, and even some fruits begin to appear back on the tree, on the ends of those once burned and charred limbs. So standing back from it, while the rest of the grove may be gone, this one tree looks the same as when you first came upon it.
And what I want to do, like when I go to do the second casting, she did give me seeds from her tree before the last session.
Yep.
So he's going to go around to the remains of the other trees and just plant those seeds nearby, and then do the other spell to hit the area.
Oh,
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So then actually there are saplings. Then every single one of them that grow up as well. And those are seeds from a heart tree as well, too. So the chance of more dryads, of her not being alone down here.
Yeah. And he's
quite
going to
good.
kneel down as he does it when he plants them, and he just what says welcome to the new life, and maybe makes up some kind of a name for each as he plants them.
Sure. Love it. Love it. So each of them have
love it.
elven names. Cool. Okay. Cola, what about yourself? What have you got?
I'm gonna. So I think it makes sense. So one of my third level spells, I'll prepare cure deafness and blindness.
Okay.
Try to cast it on myself so I can hear again.
That was also, just before I forget, too, that was a really, really good thematic use of those spells, too, John. You can count them as double, as if you were specialized in it, for counting your class-based XP for casting it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
great,
really
great, great use
That
of
was
it.
a
Really,
great
really
narrative
good.
moment.
Cola, sorry, what were you going to be casting?
Cure deafness and blindness on myself. I'm
Okay,
also
so then
deaf,
it once again
and
gives a
then minus,
D20.
so-
You want to roll
and then
5 or
above
higher?
Sounds good.
There you go, no problem. So with you, the first thing I think you hear, it's almost like that battle shout that you hear sometimes when you're really manifesting Clangadin's powers.
Nice.
So that has been restored. Anything else you guys wish to do? And then, before I guess you leave the grove.
And I think this is just it's an incidental thing, but as we are, I was keeping watch. I would have put my axes like to the side of the wall.
Yep.
Close enough to run and get to if something had happened, but because I knew that the tree was alive and the dryad
I
was
think
still
you may
here,
have
that-
nodded off, because from your roll, you may have nodded off before that happened.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
that's totally fair.
Absolutely,
but
but
that would have been Cola's intent.
Well, and you had positioned yourself to be on watch at the foot or the base of one of those dead trees, not the heart tree. So
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that's
Basically,
fine.
trying to acknowledge and be respectful as much as he can within reason in the circumstances. But
Yeah.
it's a moot point. But,
All right.
Yeah, and there's one more that I want to do. I want to cast create food and water just so that we can have a meal under the trees, enjoy the scenery before we head off, and
I
we still want to
think
leave, right, guys?
that will restore a charge, because you've got, with the newfound saplings, that is technically new people you are enjoying a meal with, so you can restore a charge to the
not a
ring.
hearth, though. Does that make a difference? Because it has to have a hearth, and there is no hearth here.
I think that given the
not gonna
surroundings,
complain,
yeah, I think that Baranar would be understanding enough that this is, burning underneath H, especially given what's happened to the rest of the grove.
Fair. And I'm not
burning
complaining
already
about a charge. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's cool. So I'm
Yeah.
up to. So the ring has 9 again.
Okay. All right. So, guys, with you guys restored, Trin, what are you making of all of this? There's a whole lot of strange magics that are going on here.
Yeah, he's still not really up to speed on this magic stuff. It's all very confusing. He finds it all mystical and magical and just amazing that stuff happens by just people talking and moving their hands and stuff. So whenever he sees any of this, he's a bit sort of mouth wide open. And,
It's a little interesting. If you ask them about, like, Falkrol for himself, he's like, he just says he's a conduit for his god. So when he speaks, he's channeling his deity into his magic. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll open like Trin to new concepts of.
well, Trin's such a loner, really. He ain't got anyone to sort of pray to, and he's just look after yourself is generally his way. But he's changing. He's feeling that things are changing a little bit, and he's got a little bit of sort of more loyalty towards his new compatriots, and so his ways are changing slightly. But he's pretty in awe of all the fast growth and the healing and stuff that he's seen. It's all amazing.
All right.
And Falcor will look to Trin and say, imagine if we had many like me, we could turn this frozen wasteland into a paradise.
And we could rid the place of all these horrible vampire creatures.
Because if there's nothing that our experience with the gods thus far has taught us, it's that the overwhelming presence and influence of one god in this region always works out for the best.
One can hope.
All right. So then, let's see here. Yeah, not for nothing. That restoration of Kola's, yet another god has just thrown his axe in the ring of what's going on here. So things are looking like escalating towards something critical in the Icewind Dale.
The God's version of a nuclear arms race.
Yeah, totally. All right, so then, I mean, it's been 100 years since the Avatar crisis. Seems like you guys are ripe for another earth-shattering, world-changing clash of the deities. Okay, so with that, we'll bring our session to a close. So I'm just trying to find my XP chart here. Here we go. So I need
We're
BMG.
alive.
You guys are alive. You guys are restored. You guys are ready to face the thing.
I prepped so much healing magic.
Okay.
I did not expect us to get healed. So.
Yeah, you had 1 in 5 chance of the heart tree being alive, and you rolled exactly the one you needed.
Oh, that's what the D5 was for?
That's what the D5 was for, yeah.
So, Kola, you didn't kill all the trees. You saved the tree.
Yeah. I am very happy about that. I was so upset. Like, no, don't make me the one who killed him.
Technically, it's the Remoraz who did it.
I want to seal that hole up, but Remoraz can get through them real quick and easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and curious that the Dvergar didn't come after you again, eh?
Very curious.
Wait, well, I mean, hold on. They didn't seem to come after us. Let's not forget, guys, we can't see them for shit.
Pretty incredible. You know, the other great thing too is how the Jonas in our Night Below campaign made really evident how badass and unbalanced Enlarge is, and every Dvergar has the ability to enlarge themselves.
Yeah.
It's coming back to bite me in a different game.
Yeah.
Yep.
80% increase in damage? How you like it? Oh, and they hit you as large creatures. No.
They're also, theirs isn't linked to their level. Either they just get to double their size, so it's double damage.
Oh, it's 100% increase? That sucks.
Yep.
I'm going to smite every one of them.
Yep. Okay, so let's see here. And because of the way reach works, it means every single one of them has fucking reach because they carry weapons.
So I did take into account that Dwergar have invisibility, so I got Invisibility Purge prepped as my last 3rd level spell.
Good. It's a good spell, yep. Because all the Dvergar can do that as well, I will. I also want to congratulate you guys on facing your first Psionicist.
So it wasn't arcane magic. Oh, no.
It was someone with, well, there's definitely divine magic at play there too, but Dvergar can multi-class as Psionicist clerics. All right, so you guys did face your enemies, and you did not falter. There's any Astonishing Fortune left, or is that all gone?
That's all gone.
That's all gone. All right. So then, guys, I think.
Got a hefty amount of experience for those spells.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, it was really, really great thematic use of it, too. Okay, so guys, today then, all of you are walking away before your any prime requisite modifier. You're walking away with 500 XP, 500.
1.1 divided by 2. Oh.
Do you ding?
Falcor just reached Ranger 8.
Nice!
Nice.
Plus 1 for 8.
Okay. He was only 250 off from it?
No, he got a lot of experience for those spells he cast.
Was that as a cleric, or is that as a... Because you don't...
It's a ranger cleric. And
Well, so class-based XP, you don't split across your two classes. That only applies to one class.
Well, no, but he's high enough level to get ranger spells now.
Okay.
And he gets experience based on spells that fall in his areas?
No.
No?
As a multi-class thing, you'll gain access to spells from both things. If you cast a ranger spell from the limited ranger abilities you get,
then
then
we don't blend them. Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't get access to. No.
Okay, let me double check that then.
Yeah. So just to make sure you don't suddenly gain access to when you cast a 4th level spell as a cleric to then be able to apply it to your ranger because you can cast 1st level spells as a ranger.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so then I did level up. Okay. I'm 1,000 short.
Okay. I was wondering. I'm like, that seems like you would have commented last time that you were on the cost. Sorry if I didn't make that clear, John. But no, like it's only if you cast any spells you cast as a ranger, just like any other class abilities a ranger, that counts towards that.
Oh no, I was aware. I was just because he's capable of casting spells now. I was starting to mix them together.
No, you don't do that. No. Yeah, he's whatever specific spells he casts from the ones available through his ranger class, he gets to add that to his ranger XP.
Okay.
But you don't get to suddenly,
Got it. That makes sense.
No. So,
okay.
All right then. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for yet another. We're inching up towards session 100 in this game, guys.
Wow.
We are at session 85 right now, so we are a couple of months off for the end of the summer. Probably we'll be hitting session. Is that right? Yeah, probably. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for yet another session back in the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can find a link down below to a couple of different things. One is to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active. We have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels and a really great community over there. Tons of great people with tons of great advice and suggestions and whatever. Great conversation. And there is also an active Find a Group channel. So if you're looking for people to play with, you could perhaps find something over there. In addition, there is a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages. That's the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really great organization active in over 130 countries that benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. Really great organization that benefits over 30,000, active in over 130 countries, benefiting over, 40,000 orphaned and abandoned children? My numbers are all fucked up because I screwed up my outro. Including an active ongoing relief efforts in the Ukraine and the surrounding countries as well for kids who are affected by the ongoing invasion by Russia at the time of recording. In addition, there is for every any money that is donated through that link goes directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International's activities. And as a small way of saying thank you, for every $25 Canadian that you donate, we will give you one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other terrific prizes in our next charity raffle. The grand prize in our next raffle is a copy of the Platinum Edition Wild Beyond the Witchlight box set from our friends at Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. A really amazing product that has it retails at $500 US. Normally, they've generously given us a copy of this. It has the full adventure for 5th edition, as well as miniatures and maps and, a DM screen and DM screen hangers with monster stats and whatnot. Just an amazing, amazing product. And if you don't win that, the second prize is a copy of the Gold Edition Absalom City of Lost Omens box set for Pathfinder 2nd Edition that they recently donated. Another really amazing thing. I did an unboxing of that recently. You can find that on the channel. It is hands down the very best city box set I've ever seen released for an RPG. So just beautiful thing that expands on the already great content in the Absalom City of Lost Omens hardback, published by Paizo. If you don't win those two things, there's still a bunch of other great things, including a full set of the Iron Kingdom's 5th edition books that recently came out, donated by our buddy Jeff. Dave, our resident armorsmith, has also donated a chainmail dice bag, as well as a starter kit, as it were, for AD&D 2nd edition, consisting of a player's handbook, a DMG, and a monstrous manual. So a really nice little prize for those who are fans of 5th edition or of 2nd edition AD&D. In addition to that, there's also some stuff from our community, and there are some prizes from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop. So lots of ways for us to say thank you to the generous donors who donate. You have until the second week of June 2022 to make your donations, and then we'll be making the draw. I'll have more firm dates on that announced on the Charity Initiatives channel of the Dungeon Musings Discord server. But yeah, we'll be doing the draw live on that day. Last thing and the last link we have down below is to our friends at Noble Knight Games. So if you are looking to fill out your selection of out-of-print stuff, Noble Knight Games is the premium retailer of out-of-print games in North America. They have been my choice for out-of-print games. I filled my 2nd edition collection, my 3rd edition collection, and as well as a bunch of other stuff from them because of their not only because of the incredible stock they have, but also because of their wish list feature. If you are purchasing $10 or more through their website, you can enter the code DungeonMuser to save 10% more on top of whatever you are saving from a sale or whatever else they've got going on. So a big thank you to our friends at Noble Knight for that discount code as well. I've been abusing the shit out of that the last little while. Last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart players. So, Darren, Andrew, and John, thank you so much for another rousing session of AD&D 2nd Edition. I tried to kill you with exploding walls now, and that didn't seem to do the trick, so I'll have to come up with something new for next time. So, until then, we will be back in... we're probably not going to be back in 2 weeks' time. We might be. We don't know. We've got some people on vacation, so we will see. But we will see you again soon, back in the wilds of the Icewind Dale. And until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes in the Icewind Dale are getting up to. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.